Hey Angels, good to see you over here today. Many of my viewers and audience had been requesting me to create a podcast on social media networking and marketing. Honestly, I did not wanted to do this podcast so early because I feel I have yet to achieve so much. I'm just a rising YouTuber in social media. Nonetheless, I will try and share my experiences, especially the ones no one will tell you about. I call it my own force rule or strategies. I hope you will like it. Do show your love and support by hitting like, share, and comment. In case if you guys are new out over here, make it a point to check out all my vlogs and podcast and subscribe to my value adding channel. And in case if you resonate with me and want to connect with me and the experts of my podcast, feel free to type in your comment in this video so that I can share my Discord link with you and we can connect. Also this week, I really could not post any vlog or any of my podcast. The reason was my health was really not doing very well and I had to postpone all my podcasts to next week. So this week, however, I'll try to post what is possible from my side. And for the upcoming podcast, there are going to be really some interesting hot topics that I'm gonna cover. And one of the very important and hot topics is gonna be on cryptocurrency. There is also going to be a podcast on flower remedies and also something called as frequency healing and so much more. So stay tuned. Everyone is looking to improve the effectiveness of the social media marketing, and with good reason. Digital platforms are constantly innovating the way creators and brands are getting discovered, shared, and experienced. However, beware, social media is a double-edged sword. There cannot be benefits without risk, so go slow. Consumers today react to products, services, and ad campaigns in real time through social media, creating new demands. Generating and sustaining high levels of engagement and enthusiasm online requires clarity around the creator's goals and values. Successful digital strategies are not about aesthetics or style, but a fit between what your brand promises and delivers. To develop your strategy, ask yourself these 4 questions that I'm going to start off with. The first one, what is your goals? Now think deep and long and come up with some firm goals for yourself. In case if you are a startup with some niche products, your social media marketing strategy may begin with the need to test the ideas, create awareness, and build anticipation for new products and services. In other cases, the goals can be far more specific, boosting sales, geographic expansion, increasing real-time brand engagement, or generating quality sales leads. Once you have set your goals, then identify your metrics for success. If you are a YouTuber like me, then we already have our YouTube analytics. For example, if you are looking to gain likes or views, or do you want to spark an online dialogue around an issue, or do you want to inspire a behavioral change? For example, encouraging your followers to recycle, your metrics must align with your marketing goals. Now, indeed, this one is challenging, but then your metrics will speak for you. Clearly defined metrics, including a timeline and a budget, will ensure that you are on a right track. Not only do goals allow you to clearly measure your progress, they will also give you a clear answer to the next question that you need to ask yourself, and that is, which platforms should you be using? Is it YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Quora, or what? There are so many of them. Decision making around platforms must be rooted in an understanding of your identity and preferences. Different social media platforms appeal to different demographics, and you need to do the research to find out where your target audience hangs out online. For example, younger audiences may prefer newer platforms like TikTok or Snapchat. For health and wellness, with the emphasis on aesthetics, may want to develop on a more visual strategy focused probably on Instagram. The same logic applies to geography. WhatsApp is popular in India, whereas if you want to reach out to people around the globe, it is YouTube. And now this leads to our third question, which is, what is your content strategy? To make it more clear how to maintain and grow your content. Now, this one is the key which nobody will actually speak about. Your content and your skills go hand in hand. Now, this is something which I have learned through my experience. When I started off with my YouTube channel, I started off just going ahead and doing what I really like doing. It was my passion. But eventually, it made me think what were really my niche skills which I can actually align with my content. If I had to give my example, I love communicating. I love taking taking interviews. I love meeting new people, making new connections. So that becomes my niche skill. And hence podcast has become my channel's own identity. So think what is going to be yours. Quite often creators have the budget, team, agencies and ideas in place, but they haven't really thought deeply about their content. This leaves both revenue and goodwill on the table. One survey revealed that 46% of consumers reported that they follow brands because of their inspirational content. You need to understand what types of contents. For example, articles, video, pictures will drive engagement with your audience. Great content strategies create conversations and sharing with the brand and amongst other users. Your content should be unique, useful, and shareable. Now, when we are talking about unique, it depends how unique you can create or how a unique experience you can create with your own skills. For example, one of the creators is currently working on a Sattvic diet and is on a campaign to help establish some common understanding around eating right. Here, the creator showed the basics of cooking, nutritional value, easy and quick ways of creating a meal plan for various ages and lifestyles. Now, this exactly is what the audience wants. If your content is sensitive, your content strategy should take into consideration. For example, a creator wanted to spread awareness on the mental health industry and was concerned about the lack of engagement on his Facebook page. After lots of digging, it became clear that most of the users were not really comfortable engaging on such a public platform. Then he re-strategized to encourage users to chat with him by using private messaging options of social networking sites. If you are on Instagram, you have already seen a feature for instant voice calls. Use it. Now, one very important thing to remember out over here is what is right from your perspective may not really be right from somebody else's perspective. So the key is to get them on the platform without forcing them to. And that leads to our last question, which is, are you ready to talk with your audiences in real time? Social media interactions need to be two ways. However, when it comes to women, one really needs to be a bit more careful. For example, I never share my exact location or any of my personal information like my mobile number. I recently started out with Discord to connect and stay engaged with my audience. Many users ask me why not WhatsApp, but then if it is WhatsApp, then that means sharing my own personal number. And being a woman, a wife and a mother, I am really not comfortable doing that. And there is no shame in accepting that as well. Additionally, women like me who are homemaker and YouTubers, we have a mammoth task of balancing both our lives. So let me share my pro tip with you. No matter what, for me, my personal life has always had a high preference, and this had been the key where I always keep my strategies and planning into place, and accordingly I work on them. Now coming back, driven by both creators and audience, so you need to prove that you are listening and engaging with your questions, concerns and suggestions. Creators who seize that moment can generate their social media awareness and goodwill. Social media offers creators the opportunity to create memorable experiences. Creators like you and me today have a much bigger ability, ownership and responsibility to inspire and connect with our audience who are also consumers of our country. Trust is more likely to build and attract business, and social media is a powerful tool to create engagement, gain feedback and build that trust with your audience. I hope all the fours which I mentioned today in my podcast can ensure that your social strategy aligns with your goals and add values for you and your users, and eventually it will help boost your network and market efficiently on social media platform. I hope you have liked my podcast. Do let me know. Until then, take care, stay blessed.